There are three ways we measure duct and air leakage in a mobile home. They are a blower door test, a blower door test in conjunction with a pressure pan, and a duct blaster. I'm going to first show you how to do a blower door test in a mobile home. Essentially, we do a blower door test exactly the same as in a stick-built house, but occasionally mobile homes have an outswing door, and that makes it a little harder to get the frame in the opening. Okay, we're ready for our blower door test. We're going to go ahead and measure the air leakiness of the home with the blower door. We've got the house set up properly. We've got all the exterior doors and windows closed, and we've got the interior of the home open. We've done our baseline measurement and set up our manometer properly. The home is fairly leaky. We've done a little bit of testings before, so we know that it's fairly leaky. Our visual assessment has also told us that it's leaky. So I'm going to go ahead and use the open fan for this test. So I'll take the fan housing open there. So we've got the open fan, manometer set up, and I'll go ahead and start the fan for the test. I bring it up slowly, and we're working up to 50 pascal pressure difference between inside and outside. We're almost there. A little bit more, all right. Whoops. Looks like the house is approximately, now that we have it at 50, the house is approximately 3,000 CFM50, which the approximate leakage area of a home at 3,000 CFM50 is 300 square inches of leakage across the building envelope. This is a double wide mobile home. It's not very large, but that would be considered on the leaky side for either a single wide or a double wide. Double wide's twice as big as a single wide, so it's still leaky. Air leaks are found in a number of places in a mobile home. Some of the most common are in the ductwork, in the kitchen fan, around the bath fan, around skylights, possibly around plumbing penetrations. Let's take a look at a couple of these leakage sites. One of the first places I look for air leakage in a mobile home is high in the building envelope. There's a kitchen fan here, and the vent stack goes up into the attic cavity, and often there's a hole where it intersects the ceiling plane. So I have my smoke pencil. I can feel air moving through here, but we'll go ahead and we can see air moving out of this cabinet. I'll open the cabinet, and there's definitely a hole up there. Let's see what this looks like with the smoke pencil. You can see the air is just coming out of the bottom of the smoke pencil because it's just a lot of air moving through here. And today it's hot air, and you can smell the attic. We're going to go ahead and look at the bath fan, which is another suspected air leakage site in this home. I'm going to use the airflow indicator. We are pulling air in with the blower door at this moment, and it's obvious that air is moving through this fan. There's probably no damper on the fan, so air will leak in during the blower door test and out when the blower door fan is off. My blower door is running, and I'm getting set up to do my pressure pan test. I'm going to hook up my manometer so I can read a pressure through the hose and over this duct register. So I'm going to place the pressure pan over the duct register, put a slight pressure on it, seal it rather reasonably tight, and it looks like we have a number of less than 1 here. That is a typical standard in the industry. 1 or below, we consider this area of the duct tight. If it's above, we might need to do some work. Essentially, what this is reading is If the number is higher than 1, there's a suspected leakage site near this register. I'm going to go ahead and take this pressure pan now and do the rest of the duct registers in the home. And I will write those down on a little map of the home, and that will tell me essentially where the leakage sites are in the duct system. The third way we measure air and duct leakage in a mobile home is with a duct blaster. We've taken some time to set up our duct blasting test here, and you can see this large silver hole and a small fan. We've also gone around and set up the registers, which are all taped over for this test, and we've got our hoses in the correct position. We've got our manometer set up properly, and we are going to test the total duct leakage on this mobile home. The duct leakage, there's two sides of a duct system. There's a supply side and a return side. Typically mobile homes, some mobile homes don't come with a return side. It's actually the front of the furnace or the top of the furnace that is the return duct. Some mobile homes do have a return system. This is not the case in this house. It doesn't have, it's using the front of the furnace, it's using the top of the, front of this furnace, but not the top of this furnace, but the front. And so we've hooked up our duct blaster there, and we are going to pressurize the entire duct system and measure the total duct leakage with this device. It's exactly the same as a blower door test, except we're doing the blower door test on the ducts themselves. So I'm going to go ahead and run it up to 25 Pascal difference here, and we'll get a number, and we'll be able to come up with a hole size for this duct system. And I'm getting it up to 25. And we have approximately 276 CFM at 25. And that duct system is it's reasonably tight, but there is some opportunity to seal the ducts on this system. And so we will have we'll put that in our work order to have that some duct sealing done on this house. In this lesson, we've shown you how an auditor can test for air and duct leakage. We've shown you a blower door test, a pressure pan test, and a duct blaster test. Auditors will use the results of these diagnostics tests to prioritize their weatherization work.